In this video, we're gonna paint the rear bumper. Well, it came out great for the most part, except for the fact that my can started dripping. Fortunately, I didn't realize that the top of this had turned, so the nozzle was spraying into the inside of that little cap there, and then it started dripping everywhere. Other than that, everything came out all right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to wet sand this area, especially these big old drips that came down. And then we'll be ready to start painting. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to hit it with some alcohol again and clean it up really good. That way it's free of all of my hand oils and whatnot, so that it's ready for paint. So, it's gonna be really important that I do not put this on too heavy in the beginning coats. I've used this color match paint before. I used it on my door handle when I replaced the broken door handle. And if I put it on too heavy too quickly, then the color becomes a lot darker than the actual color on the car. So I gotta make sure that I put it on pretty light and do a whole bunch of thin layers. I know that this is not going to be a direct color match regardless, just because the car is a 2004. It's 22 years old now, so obviously the paint on the car is a lot different than what's gonna come out of this can, but I'm gonna try to get it as close as I possibly can. So I'm gonna put this on relatively thin on the first couple of coats, and we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna go ahead and use my gun again, and it's time to paint. Okay, everything looks pretty good so far. I think I'm gonna go through about 2 cans of this for just the rear bumper. So I definitely don't have enough paint to do front bumper, rear bumper, side skirts, fender flares and everything. I definitely don't have enough, so I'll have to order more. But it looks like about 2 cans for the rear bumper. I'm assuming that'll be another 2 cans for the front, probably 1 can per side skirt. So I'm gonna have to order a whole bunch more. But not a problem. Everything looks pretty good so far. Happy that I decided to hang it up instead of paint it on these sawhorses here, because when it's hanging up, it's a lot easier to get everything. When it's on something, it's difficult to get underneath, and then you gotta worry about flipping it, and it's just a whole extra thing. So I highly recommend anytime you paint anything to hang it up. It's always the best way to go. But everything looks really, really good. Been making sure that I haven't been putting on anything too heavy, so there's no paint runs, at least that I can see right now. No paint runs or anything like that, no speckles. Everything has went on pretty evenly. Another recommendation is to definitely get the spray gun for the spray can if you're going with the can route. It absolutely is a deal breaker when it comes to doing your own DIY painting with spray cans. It allows you to put everything on really, really smoothly, so definitely highly recommend getting the gun for the spray can as well. So, all in all, I have to say that I'm pretty happy with how everything is turning out. I'm gonna do one more coat. I'm gonna finish up this can, and then after that, we're gonna let it dry a little bit longer, and then we're gonna hit it with the clear coat. So, let's do one more coat. Well guys, I am no professional painter. Definitely don't claim to be, but we're pretty decent with a spray can. This is what we're looking like after the final coat. Looks really, really good. Really happy with it so far. We'll really know what it looks like when we get it out in the sunlight and we're able to compare it to the paint, but with the ring light on it in here, everything looks pretty darn good. Pretty happy with that. So we're gonna go ahead and let this dry for a little while, probably about 20-30 minutes, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna start hitting it with the clear coat. This is the clear coat that we're gonna be using, same brand. So we're gonna hit it with this to finish. All right, 4 coats of clear coat have been applied. And it's really hard for you guys to see what it looks like. It's still wet. I literally just finished spraying the last coat, and you're seeing a pretty big reflection right now because the ring light is the only light I have on it. And of course, we've got daylight in the background. So this is what it looks like here inside after the 4th coat. Once it's dry, I'm gonna bring it outside and we'll see how it matches to the paint and how everything looks in the sunlight, because that is the real tell. But I have to say that as of right now, I think it looks really good. Pretty happy with how the results have turned out. After this completely dries, we're gonna hit it with like a buffing compound. That way we can get a nice shine. Maybe even hit it with a super, super fine grit wet sandpaper. We'll see how it looks before I decide what's next. But all in all, right now as it sits, I am pretty happy with how it looks. Pretty good for a rattle can. All right, it is now 2 days later. This is fully dry. So what I'm gonna do is bring it out and put it next to the car, and we'll see what the color match looks like. But I already know this is way darker than what the car looks like right now. It is what it is, but we'll get an official comparison right now. So let's bring it outside and take a peek. That is exceptionally darker. Exceptionally darker. It's way, way darker. Oh man. But I kind of dig the color. So, yeah, it's exceptionally darker than what the color looks like on the car right now. And that was to be expected. I kind of knew that was going to happen. The car is 22 years old now. That paint's been on the car 22 years. This is only a 1-owner car, so I'm the 2nd owner. But the previous owner had the car sitting in his driveway for like 4 or 5 years, just sitting there. So it wasn't garage kept or anything like that. And I don't keep mine in the garage because I don't have one. I only have this little shed workshop. So the paint has definitely been faded. Is this what the paint looked like off the factory showroom floor? I don't think so. This just came out way darker. And there's a lot of factors that play into that. For example, the way this came was black primed. So that's obviously going to make it darker. I'm sure it would have been a little bit lighter if I had primed the whole thing gray, but I didn't want to use all that primer because I didn't have to. The rest of the kit was okay. So yeah, is what it is. It is exceptionally darker, but I gotta say, I dig the color. Like, I actually really kind of like that color. That's really sick. I think it'll look really, really good. The only problem now is I'm gonna have to paint the whole car. and I was not planning on doing that. If I don't paint the whole car, these things are gonna stick out like a sore thumb. The bumpers, the spoiler, over fenders, everything's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. So let me bring you over to the car and show you what else would have to be painted. So the bumpers are gonna be painted off the car, so I don't have to worry about that. The spoiler, which I have yet to show you guys, is going to be painted, so that'll be put on the car. The fenders in the front here will be put on the car, and we have a carbon fiber hood. And then of course the side skirts. So really the only things that would need to be painted as far as what would be left would be the doors, the mirrors, the rear quarter panel, and then the roof. Oh, and then of course the trunk area as well, which is here. So here is the bumper again, just in a different light, different camera angle. And you can see it is much, much darker. Again, I absolutely love the color and love how it came out. It's fantastic. Paint runs, maybe a slight orange peel, which you might be able to see here in the video, but nothing that is, nothing that's really bad or anything like that. I love the color. Super, super dark navy. I think it'll look fantastic on the car, but again, that just means we're gonna have to do a lot more paint work than expected. So it's gonna take a little bit longer to get the project finished. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. Really happy with how it turned out. The only thing is the color, which means we're gonna have to deviate from the original plan a little bit, but that's what happens when you're building things. You just gotta adjust. Anyways, let me know what you think about the paint job down below. Let me know if you think the darker color is gonna look good, because I think it's gonna look fantastic. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.